What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Gung-Fu Super Bros podcast, the #1 podcast for Kung Fu martial arts movies and pop culture. Hey, Stevens, what episode is this?
98.
98. Ooh, getting close to 99, getting close to 100. Hey, Abarca, say hi.
Hey, what's up, folks?
Stevens. And we are missing Enrique today because he is being Father of the Year. But, Abarca, where can they leave us some messages or if they want to get our information?
Well, here's the thing. Enrique normally does a link tree, so I don't even write it down. But I can tell you to leave us a voicemail at 661-401-5941. Or you can go to www.gungfusuperbros.com. And while you're at it, folks, rate, review, leave a comment on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or Google Podcasts. Also, like, subscribe, comments, ring that bell icon for notifications. Ding, ding.
Hell yeah, that's what it sounds like, Stevens. Got you guys set off for like 10 seconds. I fucking acted the shit out of it. I think I deserve an Oscar. We gotta tell you that. Speaking about that, we gave our fans some well, again, not trying to take credit for these Oscar wins, but we kind of feel like maybe the rub of the podcast is what kind of put them over the finish line.
You're welcome, Daniels.
But dude, I am so happy that this movie got the love it got, everything everywhere all at once. So happy, to the point where my students were talking about this movie and saying like, oh, maybe I need to go watch. I was like, yes, you need to go watch it. So like, and like I had a kid, one of my older souls as a student, we have those every once in a while. Yes, Stevens.
No. Refresh it and then come back, or
Steven's up. The computer's like, hey man, you need to stop recording that shit. You're recording on your browser, Stevens. Oh shit!
Okay, so
all right, go for it.
She's gonna go away.
Yeah, okay. We will continue talking, Stevens, and oh hey, she fucking went away. You know what, Abarca? Let's fucking go. All right, so it was cool because
we're doing this.
We're doing shit. Well, what else do we do? Or do we start? Hey, she's doing this shit. She back. She fucking back.
I'm back.
She's actually recording in higher quality is what my computer just told me. So know that. I am still recording in the shit quality. So one of my older souls of students was like, I always wanted to see that movie, mister, but just like I just never got around to it, blah, blah, blah. But she's like, now I want to do it. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool. So I hope that happens more and more for just all people, not just, whoever wants to watch that movie. Even my wife was like, oh, that's the movie you guys kept talking about. I was like, yes, that's the movie we fucking kept talking about. Like, It won everything. Yeah. How many awards in total, Mark?
It won 6 or 7 Academy Awards. I believe it's won 30.
Shit. Holy helpful!
Everyone's coming in.
Netherlands, bro. We barely started. It's been a shit show, dog. So you got it in the perfect time
already.
Oh, it's off the rails, dog. So we are literally Enrique. Say hi.
Hi.
So we were.
How's
talking
everyone
about
doing tonight?
Fucking shitty, bro.
Let's hear it.
No, we were talking about the fact that we basically were the reason why Everything Everywhere All at Once won all those Oscars and Triple R.
It's not the Daniels. It's not Ki Kwan.
Nah.
Not those performances.
Bro.
It's us.
It's a rub, bro. So, but no, yeah, we're talking about it and just like kind of super excited that hopefully this makes other people jump on this movie. And understand when we were talking about how beautiful it is, how just awesome, how awesome this movie is. So we're really excited about that. But Abarca, you were telling us it won it swept the big ones except for one. But I mean, it got Best Picture.
Yes, Best Picture, Best Directors, Best Screenplay, Best Supporting Actor in Ki Kwan, Best Supporting Actress, and both of them the young lady and
Jamie
Lee Curtis were nominated. She won it. Michelle Yeoh won it
For Best Actress, right?
for Best Actress.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
Film editing, support,
Editing.
Original score, best costume design.
They even won costume design?
Well, no. They were nominated for those.
Oh, gotcha.
It was a nomination.
Yeah.
Okay. Black Panther won costume design, right? I think.
That's right.
Wakanda
forever.
Yeah,
But
that's why I thought that was weird. These are nominations.
Okay, that's awesome. So just man, I'm like super stoked about that. The fact that they were, they got all those wins. And just everybody got their time to shine, right? Everybody got their time to shine, and it's a wacky, beautiful movie. And I hope that everybody, goes out there now, because I'm sure they get that rub right after the Oscars, right? Like where people are like, that movie, really? And then they go over and watch it and stuff like that. So that's super cool. Yeah, it's just it's cool when a wacky movie gets it. Like a movie, or maybe not even wacky, a movie that's not afraid to go for it. That completely.
It's just unique, right? It's more unique than anything.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear from studios like, hey, you know what? We have to keep making another Scream 7 has got to come out. It's like, give me some new stuff.
It's in New York. It's new rules, Abarca. Like that's what they told me on the side of a bus yesterday. It's different.
First of all, it's Montreal. It is Montreal. It's not New York. Come on.
Or Vancouver, right? They've been filming a lot of stuff in Vancouver.
I think that one's Montreal though. Like,
okay.
Like legit.
I was listening to other podcasts, not the one I'm on, and they were talking about it.
That's funny. But okay, well, hey, speaking of it, how has it been going, Abarca, for you and the Mandalorian? You've been so psyched about this. We're episode 3 or 4 now.
Ooh. It's episode 3, guys.
Okay. And how's it going?
Dude, the Mandalorian is fun. It is fun. And in last episode, there was the giant mythosaur underwater, and like the one they thought was extinct. And in the story of Star Wars, the leader of the Mandalorians tamed the beast, and he rode it. And so, if good storytelling is if you talk about it or show it at the beginning, you have to show it at the end. So at the end, someone's going to ride the mythosaur. I hope it's Baby Yoda holding a lightsaber. I'm just saying.
Just on top of that bitch.
Supposedly Baby Yoda
And you said something happened similar to Warrior, where you were saying that like you thought the thing that was going to drive the whole season, or something that was going to be like long, it just happened right away. Or whatever. Yeah.
Like the whole at the end of Book of Boba Fett. Here's what sucks: if you did not watch Book of Boba Fett, you have no idea why Grogu is still with them, why he's in a different ship, and so they don't. Here's the thing: they don't even recap it. They're like previously on. Like no, it's like hey, here we are. At the end of Boba Fett. They tell, because he takes his helmet off, the armorer, the head of that Mandalorian guild, tells them, "Hey, you have to go purify yourself in the waters of Lake Minnetonka, or the rivers of Mandalore." And so, dude, by the second episode, he's done that. Yeah, and so in this week's episode, we see him go back, and they're like, "Boy, prove it. You were in the waters." And he took a little thing of water, and they pour it out, and it glows. And so oh man, he's telling the truth, this son of a gun.
He did it again.
He did it again.
That's awesome. So what, as of right now, do you have an idea of what the big push is?
At some point there is going to be the Mandalorians have to become united somehow. And so whether that's Bo-Katan or that's the Mandalorian, we don't know. Because the person who has the sword is the leader. The Mandalorian has it, but he doesn't know how to use it. Because he hasn't opened up its third eye to be able to wield it, right? So it's body and mind.
I enjoyed that in episode 2 when he uses the sword. He doesn't really know. He doesn't use it well.
Yeah, it's crazy because it's heavy.
Yes,
It's like the heaviest thing because, he's not, his chi isn't aligned.
They make it a point to show that he's like, this is not his.
Yeah, but the girl gets it, or the leader of the Mandalorians, who used to be, and she's like chopping people, robots down, and the cyborg, dude, it's pretty badass. This episode, we get a little Mandalorian, and then they cut to, what the Republic or the New Republic is doing to the prisoners of war. They're trying to rehabilitate them. And so we follow the story of the cloner, the guy with the glasses.
Dr. Pershing, I think his
the
name
guy
is.
who had Baby Yoda.
Yes.
He was trying to clone.
Yes.
Okay.
Clone
And
Grogu.
so he's giving like a TED talk, and he's like, yeah, so, there was a guy, and he was trying to better himself with the body, and, it didn't work out, but, genetic engineering is the future, man, and we can make a whole bunch of stuff with it. And so he has it in his mind. I want to keep my research. And so it's weird because, like, America did the same thing with the Nazis, right? Hey, you're a smart Nazi? Come on. We need rockets to go to space.
Bro, that's crazy. And that's like out there. What is it? Operation Paperclip, right?
Yeah.
Like that's literally the name of it or whatever.
So, come on in, guy. And so we see this space Nazi, this old Imperial.
Guys, just make sure they don't cut out that part of this podcast and use it for me later. But sorry, I'm going to continue. Yes.
No, and so they take this Imperial, and they show that he is not aligned necessarily with good or evil. He has this goal of pursuing his research, but that research, right, just like the atomic bomb, can destroy worlds or can destroy the New Republic. And so that was interesting. And they show life on Coruscant, which we really haven't seen. Like they go, it's almost like they go on a date, this guy and the girl, and they're eating space paletas and like, ooh, look at my paleta. There's street performers. I want to see little alien kids selling chicles and stuff.
Just breakdancing and shit.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Well, look, I need to catch up on that. It's just so much shit, dude. But I do need to get up on that. The kids have been asking. That's a hard thing. Like they were like watching that one, so I was like, I have to make sure we're all available to watch it or whatever. So I'm excited about that. But it happened, Stevens. You got to the end, bro. What did you think? What did you think of the end? What did you think of season 1? Has been picked up for season 2. Have heard that they're not recasting Elle. They said they're going forward with this actress, which I could see why. But we got to the end of Last of Us, man. He made it to the hospital, and they hit you with the old Euro step on that part. Oh, Enrique, you are caught up, right, Enrique? Oh, you
yeah.
He just spoils it all for you. It's all good.
I'm sorry if you weren't. But they hit you with the old Euro step. What'd you think, Stevens? And Enrique?
I really liked this show a lot. I felt like I wanted more episodes. It's weird to say, but I wanted more of them like walking through the country or whatever. Like just driving through the country and
the video game, Stevens.
I know. But like I felt like I needed some of them where we saw more of their connections. Like they did a good job, but it also felt rushed a bit, like trying to build that relationship between them. But I think they did a good job for having to cut out like states at a time, right? But man, like I texted you and I was like, that's it? That's the ending? I was like, wait, no, that's not all, right? There's more. They're teasing me with something because I was like, that just can't end like that. Yeah, it was good. That's what I want in a TV show. I don't want it to be like, yeah, so there are times where I want, oh, it's a happy ending, yay, but I want reality. So I really liked it.
What about you, Enrique? What'd you think?
Yeah, I mean, why only 9 episodes?
Yeah.
Because we're all like fucking wanting more, right? I mean,
yeah. It's the way to do it.
I told Stevens frame by frame how the game ends.
Mm-hmm.
Like that last episode was that's how good this game is. It was almost literally frame by frame how the game ends. To legit where she says, "Yeah, I do." Boom, black. That's how the game ends. Exactly like that. So it's awesome. It's awesome. It ends. It just ends, and I think that's because this game wasn't gonna be like them walking off in the. It just couldn't work that way.
No.
You know? So, but yeah. So, what else do you think about it, Enrique?
Yeah, I mean, it was really enjoyable. I mean, the whole thing. I mean, I mentioned before, I started the game, but only played up to, so basically from episode 3 was the first time they, wait, what
letter,
episode was,
Was 3 the letter or 4 the letter?
3 was the letter. It was early.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which they kind of took liberties with that character, right? They kind of, and so then from episode 4 on was all new to me. I didn't know anything about it. I didn't get that far in the game, so it was kind of fun going on the journey. So without me knowing what the game was about at that point, I was wondering kind of throughout what was true to the game and what wasn't. But it seems like it was all pretty much the game, right?
Yep.
So that, I mean, that was it's good. I mean, I want more, obviously, but they did a good job. They got in, they got out. It is a different type of show. If someone not knowing anything about the game goes in thinking it's gonna be a zombie show, that's not what it is. They're gonna be disappointed. You know, it's about the relationship. It's about the characters, and it's about the relationship growing. Yeah, it's really about it's about their journey to they get to the point where they really care for each other.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a beautiful journey. So,
all right, here's $1 million
I don't
question.
know. I'll ask all of you guys. As far as the decision, did he make the right decision?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did, because there's no guarantee that works. It's bro. I
no, but that's how science works. You don't know until you try.
So over 13 times, bro.
It's not my fault you kept going to concerts in the middle of a pandemic. No.
Hey, I was that's fucking what I like to do. Don't talk.
So clear this up though, because I'm still not sure. I think I know the answer to this, but was the procedure gonna kill her?
Yes.
Okay. And he definitely made the right choice.
He made
the right choice.
That's what I'm saying.
He made the right choice for him.
You know, this is what's funny about it. And no, but listen.
You have to. She's old enough and wise enough to make her own decision. What they did without telling her, that was not okay.
Wait.
Yeah, but she's lived a life. She is old enough to decide. You can take my life to try to save other people. She's old enough for that.
14?
I think it's wrong that they didn't tell her that that's what it was. I think it's wrong to be like, hey, we're just going to, take some blood or whatever. That was shitty.
So she didn't know that she was going to.
No. I don't think they told her that. They lied to her.
That's not cool.
Like, we're just
that's not cool.
So in that sense, he did the right thing of.
Let me give us an example. Abarca,
what do you think? Okay, hold on. Abarca, what do you think?
Abarca example. Stevens is saying that a 14-year-old girl can make the decision to have her life taken away to possibly save mankind. Right?
No.
Hold on.
I'm not saying any 14-year-old girl. No, but and I'm not saying any 14-year-old girl. This one has had some experiences.
It's a different life.
She is a lot more mature and older. Not in ways that I would trust her to make other choices. But can my 14-year-olds go to the restroom without an escort? Yes. Are they allowed to? No. That's because the man's telling them what to do. But
the man.
That's not what I'm saying.
But she didn't know. She didn't know that she was going to die from this.
No.
That's right. She didn't. They didn't tell her, and that's shitty.
There's a 14-year-old girl that has not been told that she's going to die from this operation, but if they create this operation, they get to cure, possibly are able to cure.
Oh, is that what you guys were talking about?
That's what we're talking about. What do you think?
What's it like to have ears?
Just trying to break it down for you, dude. Damn. So yes or no?
So the choice.
Can she make a decision?
No, listen. The choice is on the guy. Did what's his name make the right choice by picking Joel? Did he make the right choice by saving her without the procedure moving forward, with the possibility of finding a cure for this, but he made the choice to save her life for selfish reasons, obviously, because he saved her.
You know what? Here's the thing. Then that's how Joel is different from Din Djarin, because Din Djarin made the decision to give up his kid, even though he's a little 50-year-old, to go train with the Jedi Order, right? And then the kid himself made a decision, and he's like, you know what? I don't want Master Yoda's lightsaber. I want the way of the Mandalore. But I will tell you with a real world story. This week marks our coronaversary, people all over the world. And so, once they started, so adults had the vaccine, right? It was first the elderly, then immunocompromised, and it's everybody else, or teachers, and then everybody else. And so once they decided to do clinical trials for children, there were kids out of their own heart who decided to sign up for trials to see if the vaccine would be effective in children. And these are children much younger than Ellie. And they said, and because I would show these to my students, and I show these videos, and they said, hey, you know what? Like, if this can save someone's life, politics aside, if this can save someone's life, then I am ready to risk mine for you. Because sometimes the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few, right? That's not a concept that we have in America in 2023 sometimes. But I don't know. I think that Ellie might have made that decision if they had told her that
she was going to die.
That she, you know what, you made, but it's a known, right? That's the big question mark. It's a known whether Ellie would die or not from this procedure.
No, that's not a known. She would die. That's not a known.
Because they had a drill into her brain, right? They had a drill into her brain.
It's called a lobotomy.
Yeah, no,
that's basically.
Yeah, okay. So that's and I think that's the difference with the example you're giving. It is unknown if these kids, we didn't know. They were telling us that this stuff was safe, but we had no idea, right? And I don't know, dude, I'll be honest with you, that shit was probably digital. Like, I believe these little kids were actually doing that, or if it's propaganda, right? Who knows? But she was going to die, but there was no assurance that it was going to work, and they did not tell her because they said they were going to put her to sleep, right, so it wouldn't hurt or whatever.
Yeah. But the choice that he made to save her, knowing that she was gonna die, and he was not gonna let that happen. Instead, he was for selfish reason because he didn't want her to die because he was at that point
because he misses
her
his family,
as his
right?
daughter. Well, he had
because of what happened to him. In many ways, he's in the same role as Thomas Jane in the Stephen King movie, right? He makes the decision to kill his family, and then had he just waited 5 minutes,
10 seconds,
Jesus,
possibly, So, does he do it for selfish reasons? Yes. Now it's also it's easy once you know that there is a second game and there's a story that continues, and it is, and you see you get to experience the repercussions of these decisions.
Right.
So
I think for me, just to kind of put a button on the question that I asked is, I think that being a parent and having a daughter myself, I'm always going to pick my daughter, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that's just what it comes down to. And that may not mean it's the correct decision, but I think as a dad of a daughter, you know, just in relation to the fact that it was what he was seeing as a daughter as well, even though it wasn't his blood daughter. But yeah, I think at that point, you just, for selfish reasons, you pick your blood, and it's not something that it's like when people haven't had kids, and they're about to, and you can't explain to anybody that doesn't have kids what that feeling is, because there's no way, like, someone that doesn't have kids is not going to understand, just because it's just impossible. Until that happens, you don't know how that's going to be until it happens to you.
Don't you bring that evil here, Ricky Bobby?
No, but I'm saying, and not just having kids, it's with anything else, right? Until you personally experience something like that, and it's impossible to put yourself in the shoes until you're in those shoes. So it's unfair to.
That's like me and my salvation.
But it's unfair to have
Lord
someone.
Jesus Christ.
It's unfair to expect someone to have those same feelings.
Yeah. And here's the thing, though. You may not. Now the show moves on. It's not moving on a part 2. It's showing us. They're like, oh, you like them going on wacky adventures. Well, we'll give you that. And so now it's in this weird area, much like the last season of Game of Thrones, where there is no more book, there is no more source material. So we're gonna kind of make stuff up, and you hope that it adds to your experience, having experienced this in multiple media now. And so I hope that the season 2 is to your guys' satisfaction, because ultimately, there's a bigger shitstorm coming once. I don't know if, again, we don't know if they're going to wait for her to grow up with the show.
So what is that about? What's the recasting thing? Is in the game jumps a few years?
It's a time jump.
It's a big time jump. It's not like the next year. It's not even 2 years. Now she goes from being a 14-year-old girl probably to like early 20s. Now the actress is actually 19. Yeah. So I think you could probably possibly make her look a certain way if you wanted to. I don't think you would have to wait that long. I think Joel already looked older to me than I thought he was in the first game. I thought the Joel we got in this season was closer to the second game, Last of Us Part 2. It's also been a while since I played both, so I have to kind of look at it again. But even when they did the side-by-sides, because there was a channel that was doing that, like, he looked older to me than I thought he was in the first game, to be honest with you. But going just real back to the question you were saying, Enrique, I think the game also, or the series also, does a good job of, like, you hear about these fucking, everybody has a cure. Everybody's found a cure. Everybody's done that. And I think that also plays into his decision a little bit, because they say that multiple times throughout the season. That's all fucking bullshit. Like, everybody said there was a cure or whatever. And I wonder if that, on top of that's why he's like, bullshit, this is not going to work. Like, like, she gives him like a 10-second, oh yeah, he's going to fucking take that out of her and make a shit ton of these and it's all going to work. It's like, yo, that's the fucking science we're going with. like, that's all you got for me? So I think that probably had a lot to do with it too on his decision. But yeah, I'll be honest with you, John, I'm worried about it, because the series played a lot of the game. So it's not like the people just came up with this shit. This shit was there. And it was, like I said, you see these side-by-side videos, it's word for word in parts. So now they're going to have to come up with all brand new stuff, right? And I don't know. Well, we'll see. And it's a shame if it never gets to The Last of Us Part 2, the game, because it's another great game. And I think the relationship, and this is a question I had, and Stevens and I talked about this. Does she believe him when she asks him a question at the end? And Stevens, you don't think she believes him?
I don't think she does either.
I don't either.
Yeah, I don't think she believes him. I think she wants to believe him. Mm-hmm. But I think, again, it goes to, like, she's 14, but she's not 14.
It's a different 14. It's a different 14.
Old, like, she's wise. She's had
it's very much a world. It's very much the kids. We were looking at yearbooks a while back, and we saw how old these students look compared to the students we teach.
Yeah.
And you have to think that these kids survived. Number one, their parents are from the 1800s, right? They legit, in some of these yearbooks. They had to live through the Great Depression. They lived through the Second War. So like you had to have this level of maturity. And mind you, yes, there's always some slapdicks that are there's always gonna be a slapdick, but the majority of these kids probably are like, hey, for the girls, they got to get married and make sure that they're gussied up and pretty and went to their home economics class, and the guys have to be freaking manly and make sure that I can provide for my mate. So yes, so coming back to Ellie is much more mature for the 14-year-old, because guess what? If she steps outside and there's a creeper or whatever they call them in the series, like she has to know how to either get away or defend herself from him.
Oh yeah, it's a different world for sure, but it'll be interesting. I mean, you know, and I loved, and it's probably one of my favorite episodes. It's not my favorite. I mean, the relationship at the beginning, that was beautiful too. But I loved episode 9. Episode 9 was fucking amazing. It was top to bottom.
8 or 9?
8. The second to the last one. I was thinking 10. Thank you. 8. Yeah, because there's only.
Okay, that's what I was gonna say. The giraffes were cool, but I know that was not your favorite.
Yes. The 8. Sorry, I thought there was 10. You're right. Thank you. 8. The when we meet our people that are eating people. It was fucking amazing. Like,
there's always people eating people.
Always people eating people, man. That shit always happens.
Always people eating people. They're like, I don't want. You know what? Hey, Billy. I'm hungry. Billy, come here. The
little things it does throughout the show, where the little girl at the beginning is like, can we please bury my dad? Like, please. Because you know she knows. You know she fucking knows what goes on in that fucking place. She's not stupid. And she's like, fucking bury my dad. And they're like, oh, it's ice outside. Can't do that shit till spring. You know? And even when they serve
you think she knew?
Let's put some salt on him so he'll dry out.
I think this guy.
I think they suspected weird shit. Yeah.
I also think this guy was into little girls, and I think he fucking.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think he let the little girls know. And like the shit where his second in command, which was so cool because it was Troy Baker, which plays Joel in the video game. That was his second in episode 8. I thought that was fucking cool. The way that the people that don't know go into the food, and the way that he slowly fucking eats it because he knows what he's doing. Just that shit was awesome. Like, that shit was so cool and so simple, but just awesome. Like, I'm like, oh fuck, look at him. He's not eating that shit like everybody else. Like, cause he knows. Like, you know, it's like what it is. But yeah, man. And then, you know, even though that's one of the hardest episodes to watch for Ellie, because what she does is fucking amazing, dude. Like, it's fucking awesome. So thought it was really, really cool. But we'll see it kind of where it goes from here. And you know, so it is for sure not part 2. It's the Adventures of, like, in between. It isn't in between.
It's the yes.
Is it really?
Yeah. And here's the sucky part. You know, nothing can happen to them. So the stakes, no matter how high, are not going to affect Joel or Ellie. I mean, that's and so that either makes you be very creative as a writer, as a showrunner, or you're like, we have a commitment to the network, and once we get past these guys, we're going to have the awesome episodes.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting. That's for sure. But Enrique, we kind of got to see something really strange yesterday. I was telling these guys before we started this podcast, we didn't get to see it. No, I shouldn't say. I'm so sorry. We didn't get to see it. This was secondhand information given to us by Ramiro, who was also at the soccer game. He said on the way into the stadium last night, he saw a white lady selling hot dogs before you got into the stadium. So I've never seen.
I didn't hear him say this.
Yes. That's what he said.
At this point, it may or may not exist. Glug glug.
I'm just telling you, bro. He said that they're out there taking our jobs and that they're out there selling hot dogs in one of the carts. And damn it, Stevens, I'm not going to put up with this, Stevens. Is what I'm trying to tell you. Yes, Mark.
We're out to take over.
He said they were taking our jobs? Is that a quote?
That's an Ivan quote, I think.
No, that was my quote. That was my quote, bro.
Oh, okay. I'm just
like,
clarifying things.
So yeah, bro, I remember it is so funny because I remember taking a homie to work at the fields, and he was a light-skinned Latino, but the worst part was he didn't know Spanish. Holy fuck, bro. I remember he got ran. Oh, like he didn't come back after one day. They were like the sweetest ladies. They would bring me lunch. They would fucking make sure I was okay. And then like I'm like, hey, this is my buddy. He's here. You know, blah blah blah. It was Nancy's brother, John. Is her older brother, if you remember. And and I was like, hey, you know, here's my friend. And like he's like, yeah, how's it going? And they're like, hi. And it's just like instantly. The moment he answered that, like, how's it going in English? I'm like, huh? No Spanish. Like,
we fancy.
And then they just for 8 hours, bro, this fucking poor kid got rained on. So I can only imagine what those ladies going through out there. They're fucking hitting their cart with their carts. Like, I'm telling you, bro.
Wait, but are we sure this wasn't a light-skinned European Mexican?
I said, was it a güera or was it a güera? And he said it was a güera. And I was like, okay. So,
Really?
I said, you know, maybe.
Okay, now, second question, follow-up question. Is she rogue out there, like with her own enterprise of hot dog carts, or is she part of the team?
Nah, she's gentrifying it, man. She's gentrifying it, and you know what? I bet you she's doing great because there's a certain clientele that are like, oh, those smell good, but I don't want to go there. And they're like, wait a minute, Becky with that good hair?
So is this a genius? Is this a
gluten-free bread?
So is this a genius move by the owner of the hot dog cart? Is this?
It might be, bro. It might be the best move this lady could make. She's all vegan dogs, gluten-free bread, like everything. But napkins are all recyclable. Like they're recycled napkins. Like everything, dude. Like
these are cruelty-free hot dogs. They're only made with sustainable beaks and tails.
She says when these vegetables were picked, they were picked with love and care and mushed into a paste to make this hot dog. I'm telling you, killing the game. You're probably right, Enrique. We had a spot. We could have got in there, bro. But I'm telling you right now, she goes through hell every game, bro. I know for a fact she goes through hell, bro. Like they throw like water on her skin, like fucking went through the whole time, bro.
Well, you'll have to look to see if she's out there again.
I kind of want to.
Is she determined enough to go back?
She'll be the only cart with
her
like
cart is illuminated.
It's solar panels.
It's like Jackie Chan's car.
She's not no cash here. What the fuck?
They're like, we are contactless.
Yeah.
You have to order with the mask on,
sir. She sells you wine. There's a sommelier, and he's like, "Oh, what does this hot dog pair with? Oh, you know, we have a Cabernet Rose, and it's delicious. Here, take a swig of that. I can taste the tannins and the tails.
It's a little cart, and there's like 18 barrels behind her of just different wines and shit. Like, what the fuck? Oh, that'd be awesome.
I still feel like I need to see this. I still need to see this with my own eyes. I think.
Yeah, I get it. Similar to the Bigfoot story with my dad, bro. I get it. You need to see Bigfoot before you believe in Bigfoot. I get it, bro.
Yeah. I'm not just gonna believe anybody that says they saw a white woman selling hot dogs outside the games.
You know what? And that's why you don't enjoy life, buddy.
No,
you just go believe in it. Believe in the magic of you.
Gotta believe.
Oh my gosh, she's playing like
I believe in fairies, and I believe in white lady hot dog ladies.
like Aerosmith blasting out fucking speakers and shit. Like, what song? What song of Barca Aerosmith? What do you think's playing for?
If I could stay away, just to hear you breathing.
Oh yeah.
Bro. Oh my God. Sorry. Like anytime you can have a Barca sing that song, it's fucking beautiful, man. All right. Well,
Beautiful.
We saw something else we couldn't believe this fucking week, and it was Showdown in Little Tokyo. And we'll see it after this imaginary break.
It's not imaginary. If you're on the on the audio version, there is a trailer.
And we're back. That was a trailer, imaginary or not, for Showdown in Little Tokyo. Hey, yo, Barca, hit him with the back of the box.
All right, folks. Showdown Little Tokyo. 2 LA cops with opposing views on what is the best way to uphold the law have to work together to bring down the Yakuza while trying to protect a beautiful woman. This movie is directed by Mark L. Lester, stars Dolph Lundgren, Brandon Lee, Cary Tagawa, Tia Carrere, Toshihiro Obata, Philip Tan, and the rest. We're good. You don't have to know. You don't have to go kickboxer number 1, white tough, black tough, Latino tough, number 1, 2, and 3.
All right, Enrique, what'd you think of this movie?
What did I think about this movie?
It's in the top 10. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
I didn't care for this movie.
Spoilers.
Yeah, I didn't care for this movie. This movie was wacky, man. I feel like this movie took a lot of swings it didn't need to take, and I think the idea. I think the idea was good. I think it was a good idea. But there were certain things that happened in this movie that seemed like were unnecessary, but they did it. I don't know why.
It seems like just out of a movie and not realistic at all.
No. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about just how some of the characters, like obviously there's a bad guy in this movie, but the bad guy, on top of being a bad guy and a tough guy, likes to get girls naked and grind on them and then chop their heads off. Like,
oh, I'm sorry. Compared to the sickos in real life, that's a little more. I can take that over. Like, hey, you know everybody that's famous that you loved? Well, they rode on this plane once.
But look,
so
dude,
I don't know if
that was a weird ass scene.
It was just a lot. Yeah,
let the man finish.
It was weird. That's all I'm saying. It was weird. Yeah, I just feel like the chopping the heads off could have been left out, and it would have been fine. There was, and I apologize, or just chop their heads off. Yeah, why? Yeah, exactly. One or the other, not both. I guess
he gets off with his henchmen looking at him.
Yeah, and that's grinding. Oh yeah, I didn't mention that too. He likes to record it. He likes to record it. I left that part out too. Yeah. So yeah, and then there's a lot of boobs in this movie. I'm not one to complain about that because I'm into that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. But there was a lot of it unnecessarily also, and I was kind of like,
I told you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I just felt like,
hey, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. I almost felt bad. I almost felt bad for the actresses that were like,
ladies, I'm not here to body shame you. If you wanna expose these givers of life, nutrients.
I'm not body shaming. What the heck,
bro? You're like, you know what? There's too many boobs, man. Said no one ever.
Yeah,
except today. Until today, no one ever said, "Hey, you know what? I'm not really a fan of boobs, but put those away."
unless it's a bunch of guys on screen, bro. Then I would say that. But Enrique, when we're done with this podcast, bro, we're gonna go back. We're gonna eat food off of those naked ladies, fool. So that's all I'm saying, dude. We're gonna go back.
Yeah. You know what? You know what? Tomorrow's Friday. It's Lenten Friday. I can only eat seafood.
I will say that Dolph Lundgren in this looks really good in this movie. I didn't look up and see where it falls in his. Yeah, but
Andy's got the biggest penis you've ever seen on a man. That's what I hear.
I didn't care for his fighting. I don't think he pulls.
He's too big.
Being
He's
a
giant.
martial artist, yeah. As a boxer, he works in Rocky, but in this, I don't think he works as a martial artist. He just seems slow. And Brandon Lee, this is the first I had ever seen Brandon Lee talk or move or anything. Like, I'd never seen anything that he's done. I know he didn't do much, unfortunately, but I didn't think he was horrible. I mean, he definitely had a couple moments in the movie where he overacted. But his fighting was great. He was good. Overall, I mean, I enjoyed him. And yeah, there's just a lot of eye candy for sure in this movie. And I just didn't think it's not the worst movie we've seen, but yeah, it could have been a lot better. And I feel like someone other than Dolph Lundgren, maybe Brandon Lee, someone different, maybe would have made it better. And just the bad guy, just pick a lane. Like, you have to you have to be a complete psycho. Just pick a lane. Do one or the other. I feel like, I don't know.
His performance was not believable because he was just like too evil. I want him a little evil, but not too much.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said.
Stop being a weirdo. Weirdo. Fuck that, dog. Like, he was weird. I didn't mind Dolph Lundgren's action because he is so big. It's just impressive that a dude that fucking big can move like that. Like, he's a big man, bro, and he's a legit martial artist. Like, and I felt like his shit was probably slow because a man that big don't have to hit you fast, dog. A man that big just got to put his hands on you when you're done, bro. Like, that's the thing, right? What annoyed me a little bit about Brandon Lee stuff is that all the flips that he did weren't even him. So I didn't like the fact that, like, they would cut and he would do some shit. It's like, dude, it's not even you, bro. Like, yeah, Dolph Lundgren ain't doing shit, but, like, that's a big man. And, like, you know, I remember if I'm not mistaken, right, Abarca, Sylvester Stallone asked him to punch him for reals. And Dolph Lundgren's like, nah, dog, I'm going to put your ass in the hospital if I do. And he's like, nah, do it. And he's like, motherfucker, I'm going to put you in the hospital. Do it. Bang.
Come on.
He went to the
ended up in the hospital.
Yeah, like he had a collapsed lung or some shit, right? Like, so, like, he's a legit badass. And I don't know, dude. He just looks fucking impressive in this movie. He's a big motherfucker. I forgot, or I don't remember Brandon Lee being such a shitty actor. And I don't know if in The Crow he just has to play like after it happens and he's a crow.
He's just brooding. He's brooding, and yeah. And
he nails that. He looks amazing in The Crow. But dude, some of the lines he would deliver in this fucking movie, ugh.
Hey, blah 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 blah.
Yeah, I mean, and I guess he was playing up being the Valley guy, right? That was the whole play, and maybe that's what it was. But I'm like, what the fuck? Their evil plan was to put ice in beer bottles and ship it all over America.
Yeah, I once wrote a movie where they were moving marijuana inside macros, all just so they can say, "Hey, this macro's full of marijuana," just for that line.
I'm like, bro, this is like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle level fucking crime. Like, what are we doing here, bro?
Listen, because Tatsu is in it, I feel like this is part of the Foot Clan trying to take over Los Angeles.
Same world, Enrique. Get your mind blown, dog. They're taking over LA now. They got kicked out of New York. They came to LA, fuck around and met then Dolph Lundgren and Brandon Lee. Oh my God. But yeah, I'm like, was it Red Dragon beer or some shit? Right? Yes. Like, it was like, right. And I fucking hated that shot of all the gangsters and like toughs going into the. It's like, okay, we're gonna give the white guys.
He's like, yo, man, that's wicked whack.
Hey,
guy with bandana. It's like, hey, stunt guys, I need you to come in, go to wardrobe, and come back.
Yeah, dude. It was
okay.
It was so cheesy. The fucking cutting of the guy's arm. Now you will have to wipe your ass with one arm or whatever.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was rough at parts for sure. It was rough at parts. But okay, Enrique, be honest. Did you giggle at times with some of the shit that happened in this movie and was said in this movie?
Yeah, I mean, I think, well, when they were showing all the gangsters, that was kind of funny. I giggled on that, but yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah. To answer your question, yeah.
This top to bottom, best lines in the movie ever. Fucking A. Pound for pound, best fucking lines in the movie ever, dude. We have like 18 of them that we can fucking repeat. Like, we're fucking stupid. Stevens, what was the first one you told me about? Don't say the second one, because that's my quote for this movie. And I know motherfuckers know which one I picked. So don't say that one. But Stevens, the first one. What did you like?
That was my more favorite, but you have the right to be dead.
Yeah. He's reading them his fucking rights. It's so stupid. So stupid.
That was Brandon Lee, right? That was Brandon Lee.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's say we were all internationally wealthy. Every single one of us. Would you ever want to eat food off of a naked chick? Or, dude, that would be, I make sure my chopsticks don't hit something. Really, like, for real. You're wealthy beyond fucking wealth. Like, would that ever be a thing? It just seems gross.
It's a bit tacky to have at a party, right? Like, I don't know. I suppose, like, if it was just me and that person, I was having dinner, it's one thing. But like,
I mean, what kind of party is it?
Stevens is worried about what the neighbors will say.
I'm not worried about what the neighbors will say unless they're at the party. But like, it was weird to be in a club. Like, it's basically a strip club, right? And they're just laying there. So why not? It's not the first time I've seen that be a thing.
Was that a strip club?
Yeah, I've seen.
Yeah, I think so.
Because Tia Carrere was like,
yeah, well, I don't think it was somebody's
or
house.
Or a high class club. I don't know.
High class club.
Like Coco Bongo from The Mask, dude.
Maybe a
what? Okay,
club.
Look, it's Benihana with Chi-Chi's and you get dinner and a show with Tia Carrere.
Yeah, that's just gross.
Well, they're
I mean, I'm sure they're
showered.
clean. I'm sure they took a shower before.
They weren't like out in the yard working and then like, oh god, I gotta go in and lay on a table.
It's a very weird flex.
Some of the plates you eat dinner from at restaurants are probably dirtier than that.
Yeah, but the human, like, you don't know these fucking chicks. They could have been getting fucking like, you don't know. You fucking making an assumption they took a shower. Nasty asses. They got rashes on them and shit. Like, you don't know what the fuck.
Too Short one time told me, don't eat it.
DJ Quick.
Don't. You don't think? You don't think that's part of the process? Is they get there and then they take a shower and before, you know what I mean?
I'm sure that's part of it.
Go hose yourself down.
There's a guy with the clipboard. Yeah. Lift the shit. Okay.
There is.
Did you get out of the shower?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Go to table 3, please.
Listen, first of all, they're in California. Cal-OSHA has some of the toughest rules, so these ladies are clean. They got to be super clean. They're food safe certified.
Brittany's in the back. Fucking A, dude. I swear to God. Like, nah, dude, they're busting ass in the back. Like, there's glitter everywhere.
Nah, I mean, you're not going. I mean, these are high quality naked dinner plates, servers, whatever they are. You're not going to the corner and just picking a random chick and be like, hey, you busy tonight?
Okay. All right. I'll give you that. These girls are clean. All right. Motherfucker, I went to a buffet one time and this fucking guy, I saw him sneeze all over the fucking fried chicken, dog, and all I wanted was fried chicken. And fucking half got the guard, half went in that chicken, bro. You don't think one of these dirty motherfuckers is out there just like rubbing boners on these girls?
No, but you know why? Because they're Yakuza, but they're Japanese and they're polite. Mm-hmm. They're like, hey, we got rules, motherfucker. You sneeze on that lady, you let everybody know. We remove one lady, they bring a new one in, and you keep the party going.
Yeah, this is not a buffet. You're comparing this high.
This isn't
bunch of rich guys. Yeah, it's not a buffet.
It's not. Look at that. I'm gonna eat croutons off this girl's cooter.
It's not the Golden Corral that broke out in this guy's living room. A bunch of rich guys. It's come on, bro. It's.
So this is a Japanese art of eating food off a naked body. It's called Neo Taimori.
Oh.
And they're on Reddit. There's an AMA about of one of these models. You want me to go in there? I'm willing to go in there.
Click on it.
Do it.
When your browser
share your screen.
Steven, you don't know why. Remember that? Oh my god. I stand by my shit. Nah. Nah.
Where I've seen this before though in a movie or something. Stevens, do you remember seeing this somewhere? Is it a movie?
It's not brand new to me. It's been in other movies because it's a thing.
Is it Rising Sun? Rising Sun, Sushi Girl.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I know I've seen it in a movie.
I've seen it live and in charge.
No, I'm not that rich.
Had McNuggets off a girl once. I had my McNugget. I was like, I can't quit you. Or what's he say?
What song was playing in the background while you were doing that, Barca?
Yeah, just to hear you breathing.
You put the nugget into animal shapes? Daddy.
So did you guys like this movie overall?
No. I liked an hour and 16 minutes. I appreciated that. I appreciated the fuck out of that. The fight scenes were meh. I mean, God, we've been watching martial art movies, right? So when the fight scenes are in fucking Warriors going to another level, and even some of our old Shaw Brothers stuff, and dude, it's come on, man.
Maybe
hard.
Maybe that's why I noticed it so much with him. Maybe it's fine. Maybe his fighting, because like you said, he's an actual martial artist. Maybe it's just because we've seen some really good fighting here lately, and we've seen a lot of really good fighting in movies. So maybe just compared to that, it just seems slow.
And I think there's a tendency in American movies to hold back on the martial art. Right?
Well, and a lot of the slowness that I noticed was when he was dodging punches and stuff, where it was ooh, just going through the motions. Obviously, it's choreographed, so and maybe they're all slow like that, and they sometimes maybe movies speed it up, and maybe they didn't in this one.
Well,
I don't know.
And yes, but he's very big. You know what? He is an impressive person on screen and off. I believe he was captain of one of the Olympic teams. The one where you ski and then you shoot, whatever that sport is called. He was captain of that.
He looks amazing in this movie. He looks like cutie pie. I mean, Stevens top 5, top 3.
Yeah, Stevens also
in this movie.
Attractive in here, but I don't know. It's too goofy to get past. It's too goofy to get past.
I love the girl at the party. She's like, "Oh my god, did you know that so and so? Here, let me take my giant crack pipe out." You're like, really? You're not going to go to the restroom? Just
I don't think
out in the open?
That's why I don't think that shit's classy, dog. I think these hoes out in the back just hitting shit, dog. Using dirty ass needles and shit. Nah.
Look, this one who did the AMA gets $150 an hour.
That's it?
She gets $150 an hour plus tips, like whatever she gets. So for 3 hours, she's making $600. Like,
fuck that though. For have some dirty motherfuckers.
Fall asleep and just.
I was literally gonna quit carbs just to try to get that job. That shit ain't worth it, bro. Like, it ain't worth it. Like, be all shredded, having dirty ass ladies just picking shit off of you. Like, come on, bro. Like, hell no.
See, no,
man.
But here's the thing.
Wow,
no, if you go to the American ladies, they're gonna get all grabby and be like, "Woo! It's no, Becky. She's getting married. Okay, she can touch your wiener if she wants." You're like, "Ma'am, I literally work here. I'm trying to work my way through college, ma'am. Why are you fondling me? Shut up! I want to see the manager." Prove me wrong, kids. Prove me wrong.
Damn.
I want it.
All right, so my big birthday coming up, I'm gonna get ladies spread out on tables and put some like chips and dip out there. Are you coming? That's what I want to know.
Oh, Stevens, you put the dip out. I have it. The bitch bring her own dip.
Hey, Stevens, that remind
Enrique, you'd come, huh?
Hold on, yeah, I'm there. But Stevens, this reminds me. I heard through the grapevine that that you had a housewarming party, and I gotta admit, I'm a little butthurt I wasn't invited.
I don't know who's telling you I had a housewarming party, because that shit has not ever happened. I had a move-in party. Like,
Enrique.
Same thing.
No, I had a move-in party where I made those fools move shit in from the garage into my house.
Move that shit in. Here's your pizza.
That's exactly what that was.
The pizza was on top of naked ladies. It was on top of naked ladies, and there was
I haven't had a housewarming yet. I have not had that.
All right.
There was only one
Lived there
pizza.
10 years. She's like, I haven't had it.
Only
was-
two.
It was a sausage pizza, and that was on top of a guy.
All right, then side note, is it too late to have a housewarming? I've been here 2 years.
It's never too late to have a party at all.
It's never too late. I am bringing you
We'll
shit.
just have a party.
But it's never too late.
That's fine. I don't need more shit. You've seen my house. You moved it in.
It's when my heartwarming gift is. It's alcohol. I'm like, alcohol. I don't like tequila.
What alcohol do you want?
That's what it is. It's gonna be alcohol. Oh my god. Okay. Well, weird flex aside. Barker, did you like this movie?
I enjoy this. You know, I love these movies. The cringier, the better. This, I feel like this movie was him from Rapid Fire and The Punisher got a buddy movie, and they were fighting Shang Tsung from Mortal Kombat.
Damn. Okay. So here's the question, because I was thought about what Enrique said. What is the best Chinese, like Korean, Hong Kong, Japanese, we're not counting those, American martial arts movie that has good martial arts? Is there something out there? Because again, we're seeing Chow movies, Shaw Brother movies that are older than this that have great martial arts. Jackie Chan kills it already. Is there an American movie that you can think of, Barker? Stevens? Enrique, I'm gonna leave you out this conversation.
Hell yeah, it's called Marked for Death, bro. That's right, everybody. Yeah. Yeah.
Look this up real quick.
Well, do you count like Kill Bill as an American movie?
But it's not 80s though. I'm thinking like 80s, like in this time frame.
Oh, you're thinking 80s.
An 80s movie?
There was no good movies in the 80s.
There's any martial arts that's in the movie is American attempt to kind of hop on the bandwagon, right? The closest you can get to action stars is Enrique's favorite actor, Chuck Norris, and those movies are trash.
Yeah.
Right, because it's one kick.
Does Cynthia? Oh, that's 90s kind of. But the Cynthia Rockhart, what was her name again?
Rothrock.
Did she kick ass in the movie we watched? Is there something?
Oh, buddy.
When were Steven Seagal movies? Are they your closest
They're like
thing?
88, 89.
So are those your closest thing then?
No, and they're trash. They're trash movies.
They are. They're not good.
Fucking that motherfucker. Telling me Anderson Silva learned the front kick from his ass.
Hey,
Enrique,
that's
seriously,
right.
look up Steven
I
Seagal.
guess it's best of the best, right? The Last Dragon.
Fuck yeah, it is. You know why, Steven?
There you go. We're going with the last try. Survey says. Good answer. Good answer.
Good answer, Steven. Good answer. Best of the best. Okay, I was just
but
so
again,
you like the cheesiness.
I love the cheesiness. My issue isn't him being slow. It's like they are police cops and they have no regard for the oath they take. Like they're like, this man killed my family 20 years ago. Let me shoot everybody. Boom, with a friggin' Desert Eagle too.
It's a hand cannon, bro. They run away from a
Not only that,
like from a scene of crime.
Yeah, the cops are here. Let's skedaddle.
yeah, but they rescue this girl, and they're like, "Hey, here's this gun. We'll be back. If you hear anything, shoot." Right? They don't just call like cop detail to come stay with her.
So many questions. Too many questions. All right, they're not officially on this case. They're trying to work it out in 24 hours or so.
But what if it's you? You won't hear me coming. Just like a good storytelling.
Oh,
Later.
yeah. It comes back later.
Stevens, you were bugged by the quality of the house he lived in.
Well, no, because I appreciate the house he lives in, but
I
he's
built this
in
myself.
California, and he's got rice paper walls, like, and he did like.
It's pre-code. He built it pre-code. What are you talking about? All right. First of all, what lake is this? Right? Where does he live? But there's a lake. You're telling me this is in the Hollywood Hills? This is in Echo Park.
And his hot tub's like a barrel, like his.
Hey, enough room for two. You know what I'm saying? Maybe three. That's it. Though.
That's all you need.
That's all you need, bro.
Two boobs? Is that what you're talking about?
Maybe even three. Like, you know, that's what I'm telling you. Jesus. Yeah.
Yeah, like I appreciated his house. It was nice. But it was just like, come on, bro. All you got to do is have a strong wind through that desert and your walls are falling down.
How you're telling me the Santa Ana winds are gonna go through that? All right. This is pre-climate change when there were not flash floods every other week now in the goddamn dystopia we live in.
Good Lord, man. That's wild. Yeah, I don't know. This movie was hilarious. So I just appreciate that. I think they knew what they were. They made it an hour and 17 minutes long. I think it won the award for shortest movie we've ever watched. Yes.
It's close to it. I haven't been keeping track of that stuff, but it's very close.
For sure. But it was short. It's wacky. The bad guy's hilarious. He's fucking a weirdo. It has a guy from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Literally, I think dressed in the same costume. I feel like he wore the same shit in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
He's okay. He walked from one set to the other.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna wear the same shit I wore last time. So there's a world out there where the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are in New York at the same time that this movie is happening, which is fucking awesome. So Brandon Lee's best has to be The Crow, right? It's not even close, kind of a thing.
It's the best one, yes. Rapid Fire is a much better vehicle for him.
Okay,
but he does have that stilted, like. This is his third movie?
This is his first U.S. movie, I guess.
Oh, Rapid Fire's not U.S.?
Like they're...
It is, but that's after this one.
Oh, got you. Okay.
Yeah,
unless Laser Mission is his first U.S. one, maybe.
Yeah, that's super low budget.
Yeah, that one's bad.
What was the name of that movie, Stevens?
Laser Mission? Starring Ernest Borgnine and... Brandon Lee?
Laser Mission.
That's right. Yeah. He's got a mission. He's got to stop that laser.
From 1989. It's an hour and 24 minutes, so.
I mean, that's a workout for you.
that shit. We can do that shit in one sitting, bro. Oh, that's amazing. All right, Enrique, do you have a question for us that you ask all the time?
Well, I think so like if we want to make this better, I'm thinking we recast the two main characters or no?
Both of them? Both of these?
Yeah. Let's recast both of them. How do we make this who would make this better?
Brandon Lee becomes Dolph Lundgren. Dolph Lundgren becomes Brandon Lee.
No, that's not how that works. No. No,
my dad grew up in Okinawa, and now I'm on this beat. I want to be a cop in Malibu. You can't. Why not? That's sheriffs. What?
So stupid. Okay, what if Jackie played Brandon Lee's? Well, okay, no, I guess. What if Jackie played?
Oh, that's Rush Hour. you're pushing Rush Hour, and there's a young urban youth, like a Chris Tucker type.
Because there's no funny guy. What if we put Chuck Norris and Jackie Chan in the movie?
No Chuck Norris. What, dude?
Get out of my dreams. Hey. You have your characters. We have our characters.
You fucking just take Chuck Norris out of this? Okay. All right. Real life. Chuck Norris fights Dolph Lundgren. Who wins?
That's not what we're talking about. That's not
Dolph
what we're talking
Lundgren.
about. That's not what we're talking about. Why does that matter?
Damn. Oh, shoot.
Oh, no.
In the movie,
I told you who.
Okay.
No, you didn't change the actors. You left the same ones there.
Yeah, I recast the character.
We're recasting.
I'm sorry. Do you want? Go get the dictionary.
Oh my God, this guy.
Get that sumo guy from the bath. Put him as the Brandon Lee role. The Brandon Lee guy.
Brandon Lee and the fat guy switch places.
Okay.
You know what? I'm adding Ernie Reyes Jr. to this movie, and Ty-Mac.
Oh,
and who?
Is he too young right now? He's too young for that, right?
Oh, now you fuck y'all. All right. I give you comedy gold.
I'm just asking.
I'm sorry.
In this year?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought y'all had mouths too. What's it like to have ears and mouths?
If we're making this today, if we're making this exact movie today,
we can't make it today.
We're leaving some stuff out, obviously.
No, you know why? Because
all the boobs.
Today it's all dudes. They go to a different spot and it's gender bent, and you're like, oh yes, the Yakuza now.
Well, that's for the production meetings we'll have later. First, we're deciding who's playing the Dolph Lundgren part and who's playing the Brandon Lee part.
Enrique.
That's who we're deciding on right now.
Enrique,
today's time.
Just ask us to do the bit. That's all you have to do. You're going a very long way to be like, all right, we're remaking Showdown in Little Tokyo. All right, Smith, who do you got?
How much money do we have for this remake?
We got
unlimited.
We've got an unlimited budget.
All right, here we go.
So that means, all right.
I'm casting
Keanu Reeves.
All right,
and we need a big actor. We need someone larger than life. Former President Donald Trump.
Stupid. All right, I go Michael Jai White as Dolph Lundgren.
Okay.
Because I'm thinking we will support big characters.
Okay.
So I'm going Michael Jai White. And then Tony Jaa as Brandon Lee. There it is. I just gave you a fucking movie right there, guys. Michael Jai White, Tony Jaa as Brandon Lee. Because I don't think we can afford the big guys. For this
Eric LaSalle.
Eric LaSalle.
We're not even shooting this in America, dude. Come on. We're stealing footage, cell phone footage. And it's filmed in Montreal.
That's mine too right there. Stick in my mind. All right, Enrique, who are you casting?
The Brandon Lee part, I'm picking the kid from can't think of his name. Hold on, let me look him up.
All right, Steven, do you have yours?
I want Kang in the, I forget what his name is, Jonathan Majors, is that it? I want him is the Dolph Lundgren guy.
You just want more of him.
And this is true. And then, I don't know about who's a young kid? I don't know. Does it have to be like a rookie kind of kid, or can I alter the script a bit and bring in some older guy?
Bring in the older guy.
It's the rookie Nathan Fillion.
The rookie Nathan.
And Niecy Nash.
No, I'll bring Donnie Yen in because we need to give him some starring roles in America. And Jonathan Majors, but so we're switching the old and young part.
It's reverse Rush Hour.
Yes. No. I don't think Donnie Yen is Jackie Chan.
Oh, how dare you?
It's comedically not the same.
What you got, Enrique?
But then more boobs. I think you got to have lots of boobs. You got to go against what current movies do.
Just boobs.
There's no more
boobs
boobs
everywhere. I don't think it's a men's bathhouse. I think you go into a ladies' bathhouse.
So we increase the number of boobs.
Yeah.
And pubic hair.
Movies don't do that nowadays.
Not enough, huh?
Go for it.
Yeah.
We need more pubes in there too, guys.
I like the Donnie Yen. I like the Donnie Yen or I like Michael Jai White. I like those two as the playing in the Dolph Lundgren role. Either one of those. Mm-hmm. And then for the other guy, I'm picking Taron Egerton.
Oh, Elton John.
Yeah,
wow.
Dude, he's a badass.
Yeah,
the Secret Service dude, or the
he's a badass. And what's that movie?
Golden Circle. What is it?
The Kingsman.
Kingsman. There you go.
Yeah.
I do like him in those movies.
I like him.
Badass. Yeah,
dude, he's a badass. Yeah.
Right. So, top 10? Are we feeling top 10, guys? Is that what we're feeling?
Oh, I'll vote for it. I will put it on there.
Well, Steven, just in case, can you give us our top 10 list, please?
I kept waiting for you to ask about Dolph Lundgren movies. You kind of mentioned it, and then you went on, so I had that ready to go.
Rocky IV. It's the greatest fucking Dolph Lundgren movie ever made. There's no.
So his first movie is A View to a Kill. I guess he's a bad guy in that James Bond movie. Then he did Rocky IV. Then he did He-Man.
And the Masters of the Universe.
Yep. And he did Red Scorpion.
Yeah.
Then he did The Punisher.
Yeah. Excelsior.
And then he did Dark Angel. And then a movie called Cover Up. And then it was this movie. And then Universal Soldier was after this.
Sorry, Jean-Claude Van Damme.
So a whole bunch since, of course. But
that's right.
All right, your top 10 list is at number 1, you have Fearless. Number 2 is the 36th Chamber of Shaolin. Number 3 is One Armed Swordsman. Number 4 is Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Academy Award winning.
Yes. Number 5 is Enter the Dragon. Number 6 is Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Number 7 is Police Story. Number 8 is Police Story 3 or Super Cop. Number 9 is The 5 Deadly Venoms. And at number 10, you have Ip Man. And John Wick recently went to your Gung-Fu movies.
It's a no for me.
What?
How about you, Barker?
Yip Man, pack your bags. The Japanese government didn't take you out, but you know what did? Showdown in Little Tokyo.
Enrique?
No, it didn't. No.
One against
man.
0. He's a 1.
All right. Well, it didn't crack our top 10, but I enjoyed it. Would you tell Barker? Would you tell people to watch it?
Listen, if you got an hour and a half or less than that, do it.
Yeah. Enrique?
No.
Oh, no, go back to me. Pose it again. Go.
For the question again?
Go.
Hey, Barker, would you tell people to watch this?
You know what? If you only like a certain amount of boobs, then go for it. Too many boobs? No. Just a small amount.
I say yeah. It's an hour and 15, 16, 17, whatever it is. And there's some fucking lines in this movie that are hot garbage, and they will make you laugh out. They made me laugh out loud because they wrote that shit like, this is going to fucking hit, bro. When he says that, gold, dog. Gold. Like, yeah, some motherfucker like was, ooh, he was feeling it. Like, he was feeling himself. Like, he dropped that fucking script down on the table and was like, you're fucking welcome. And walked off,
Showdown.
dude, like,
Showdown in Little Tokyo right here. You know what? Citizen Kane.
They did think they had some script in it.
Michael Jackson Thriller. Showdown in Little Tokyo. And they're like, what is a Fergalicious? Listen, I had a premonition. You know that girl from Kids Incorporated? One day, amazing album.
He's on. Not since the Bible was written has anything been so fucking put on paper. This fucking thing right here. So I would say yes. Watch it for the fucking lines. They're amazingly bad. So I would say yeah, for sure. It's Stevens, but next week we're finishing something up. What are we watching next week, Stevens?
Yeah, next week we're going to finish up watching season 1 of Warrior. We're going to check out episodes 9 and 10. 9 is called Chinese Boxing. And episode 10 is If You're Going to Bow, Bow Low.
Bow low. So that should be a good time. Check it out, HBO Max, while you still can. Should be getting out of that. True. So make sure you get on there, guys. And they did another round of shows like after that one. So yeah, man, we'll see how long it goes and stuff like that. But check it out there next week. And then after that, we're getting close to 100. I'm kind of excited about what we're going to watch. It might be coming up short. It might be one of the greatest movies of all time. We'll see what it is when we get there. But
coming up short.
Sure. Wink. There you go. Hey, Enrique, if they want to leave us any messages or anything like that, where can they do that, Enrique?
Then go to our link tree, linktr.ee/Gung-Fu Super Bros.
All the information's on there for them, so make sure you go out and check that out. Hey, Abarco, say bye.
Hey, mahalo, folks. Be good humans.
Enrique.
Bye.
Super producer Stevens.
Bye.
And remember, my name's Ivan. Love you guys. I did hear you coming. God, that's so uncomfortable.